All right, do it family. Okay, so let me do a quick clarification on our beginning of the year goal setting. Okay, so keep in mind, teachers, that and staff, anybody who is on campus has to have a goal setting with their administrator. So go to your Strive, go to Eduphoria, and go to your Strive. If you don't know where that is, we will walk you through right now on where that would be. So you're gonna go to your Spring ISD, okay? Once you go to your Spring ISD, you're gonna end up in Eduphoria, and you're gonna hit Strive. Okay, so if you feel that I need to do that for you, give me a second. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to Eduphoria. I'm gonna go to Eduphoria. It's already set up for you, and you are going to hit Strive. You're gonna go to Strive. Once you hit Strive, you're gonna come up with this one right here for you. And I'm seeing obviously everybody else. So what does this look like now? Once you have your own, I'm gonna proceed to the lesson, to the quick video that I have for you guys. So you have to start with this first. You have to start with this reflection and self-assessment. You have to do that. Why? So that way you will know what is your strength and your weakness is as a professional. And once you've identified your weakness, then you can plan on how you will develop professionally within this year. It would just make sense, right? That why would one, let's say for example, I do my strengths and my weakness. Why would I, if I was doing this, do a PD on something that I know I'm already good at? So therefore, when you do this, your professional growth uh, goal should be something that you want to develop, and usually that will come from the weakness part of your T-test self-reflection beginning of the year. Now, for a professional goal, let's talk about this. Your professional goal, growth goal, should be tied to what you want to work on this year, based on your answers and the self-reflection and assessment part. And it has to be a SMART goal. What does that mean? It has to be specific with what you want to achieve. You have to make sure that it's measurable, like with numbers. The goal is by the end of the year, you can look back quantitatively a value and be able to answer with a simple yes or no. Is your goal something that is attainable, meaning is it realistic to achieve, right? Something that you don't want to set yourself up to fail either. Um, Not too low, not too high. Is what you're trying to achieve something that is relevant? Meaning, is this where you get based on your self-reflection? You know, your goal should be relevant to what you're trying to work on your self-reflection part, which usually is, like I said a while ago, usually your weakness. Okay? And then from there, make sure that it is time, meaning it's time bound. It has a specific cutoff date when you want to achieve the goal that is set by yourself. So if, let's say, for example, I'll give this an example to my math team. If my needs based on the self-assessment is to focus on my English language learners, rather than saying something like, during 2021 school year, I will acquire skills to better assist my English language learners in the classroom. That is your goal. What does that mean? That does not tell me anything else except you want to do this. You have no plan on how you're going to achieve this. So how can we make this into a SMART goal? A goal would be by June 2022. You see that there's time bound, meaning by this date, I will register in courses that focus on teaching strategies to serve our ELL language learners in at least 18 professional development hours. Right? It's very specific. This is a specific goal. The teacher is going to focus on getting a PD and ELL. That's the goal, right? Can it be measured? Yes, it's 18 hours of PD. Is it attainable? Meaning, is it realistic? 18 hours is a realistic number to do in a year. Is it relevant? Yes, it is. The reason is because we have high ELL learners, and you probably did this on your self-assessment, that's what you want to work on. And that is time bound, meaning it clearly states that this goal will be attained by June 2022 or not. In other words, we can definitely answer the question in the end of June 2022 with, did you or did you not achieve the goal that you set? It should be a simple yes and no, or no. In a good SMART goal, you should be able to answer the question with a simple yes and no. So that is the SMART goal, professional SMART goal that you have to create. Now, for your student growth goal, it's a very, very simple process. The reason being is that it's given to us already based on our campus improvement plan. And I'm laid it out here. And I'm going to send this whole file to you guys also. For math, everyone has to use this goal for your student growth goal. This. For science, if you're doing eighth grader, this is your growth goal. And then this is your growth goal, student growth goal for sixth and seventh. And I'm laid it out here for each one. And the only thing that you have to keep an eye on is your action steps. In other words, what specific action steps will you take throughout the year? Preferably, I would prefer that you put in a timestamp on it. Preferably put a timestamp, meaning set a time that you need to achieve that action that you're trying to do to ensure that you achieve the goal that you set for yourself. And that's going to be the part that you have to do on Eduphoria. Hopefully this helps you out in putting in your SMART goals. So again, the three things that you need is make sure that you are doing your reflection and assessment first. It actually picks it up, guys. We actually have a record of who did what. So I need everybody to be 100% with this the next time they run this. Right now, we are only at about 4% at this time. We only have about 4% of the whole staff that did their reflection and assessment. Many have done the professional and student growth, but they're not SMART goals. So we may have to go back and check it again, work with your administrator. Again, so the three things: reflection and assessment, your professional goal, which would come from your self-assessment, and then the given, which is our student growth goal. All right, it's that simple, guys. It has to be SMART goals.